Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. My name is Stink. We're ready to go. Hey Jay, what's up? Oh yeah, I'm just bringing some sandstone over to the building. Yeah? You're bringing sandstone to what building? Oh, the ladder right here, look. Oh, not the ladder, yeah, right here. Why don't you just make that out of igneous rock, Jay? Because there's igneous rock right here, and there's sandstone right here. I don't know, Jay, because, it's supposed to be made of sandstone. Why don't we just make it out of igneous rock? That would make a lot more sense, because then I wouldn't have to go all the way back to get the frickin' sandstone. Oh, okay. So yeah, I just realized that, what they were doing was Jay was going all the way, like, out. Like, I was watching him. I had my thing on him. And he was going, like, all the way out to, like, this box to get sandstone. And then, after he got the sandstone, he came back here and started building a ladder. And then he was like, oh, shoot, I need more sandstone. Come back here. So, from now on, anything I build outside, we're going to build with igneous rock instead of sandstone. So, instead of doing that, I didn't even pay attention to that at all. Because we need to have the materials out here that we need and not, you know, in a box somewhere in the base that he has to go back. So we're going to do this. Instead of that, we're going to do igneous rock, just like this. And then we can go like that. That'd be perfect. The other thing we can do is with the ladder. Okay, we're not ready. I'm not ready to do that yet. But later, we're going to do that. Yeah, because we have more pressing concerns with the base. Okay, first of all, this circuit, everything here that we have is literally on one circuit. Every single thing that we have is on one circuit. So, that is absolutely unacceptable. Because it's all running, the entire base is running off of this power transformer. Which is absolutely not what we want. So, I thought very, very long and hard about what we were going to do here. And what we're going to do is we're going to dig an area that's right here. It's centrally located next to the heavy wire spine. And we're going to put all of our transformers like right in here. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to dig. First of all, we're going to drop this water down into here. And then we're going to make sure, number 2, we're going to make sure that this water is safe by putting tile under this. By putting tile like this. And we're going to use insulated tile like that. Then, except for that, we have to be very careful not to do that. We have to make sure that this is built. We're just going to do for safety. We're going to make sure that this is built first, and then after this gets built, then we can dig this one out, and then we can move this back, and then we can deconstruct those. The next thing we're going to do, that's number 1. Number 2 is we're going to drop the water from here, which we can do that like right away. That's not a problem. We'll drop that water into here. That'll make sure that there's room out here to do things. And we're going to dig out an area right in here so that we can put our power spine. And the power spine is going to be like this. Right? So this is the power spine right here, or whatever. This is the generation spine, I guess you could say, and we need to do that. The next thing we need to do is we need to bring this water. I'm just going to lay it out right now. We need to bring this wire, something like this, over here-ish, so that we can put something like this over here, and then we can do something like with a bridge. We want a wire bridge like this, and since we want most of our wiring to go up the base, we need to do something like that, and then connect the wire like this, and then we'll have leads going up like this. So that's what we're gonna do right now. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna make a bottom to this, to the water right now. That's what we're gonna do first. And hey, could you put a safety towel like right here, please? And then make that to 9, and then massive. Could you? That's a wire. That's oxygen. There's massive. Let's move to here for a second. Okay. I don't want any accidents. But first thing we're gonna do is build this out right here. It's gonna take them a little while to get this done because, well, it's underwater. It's an underwater build, so. But Stinky's getting it done. Massive's getting it done. They're hanging out. Massive's in a good mood. He's singing. I disabled the checkpoint and made sure that no dupes were stuck out here first, because I didn't want. I want to focus on this, and I did not want to have them get distracted. I'm also blocked this build off for now. We'll probably come back to that build in a little bit, but we have plenty of power. We just need to use it, and we're not utilizing all of our power right now. We're literally utilizing 10% of our power. So I don't know how you're singing underwater. I don't know how that. How does that even work? All right, so we got one more tile of this to go. I'm not sure if they can get to it. I think they can. But the majority of this is finished now. Alright, awesome. Alright, next thing we need to do is we need to drop the water out of here. So that's the next thing. I am going to just queue up some dig. And just very simply drop the water out of there. And we might need to put another ladder here-ish. We're going to need to get this up anyway. So, just drain the water out first. And see where the water level is whenever we end up draining that. Okay, I didn't realize that the ladder was actually going to drain it, but that's fine. I didn't want to exactly do it that way, but that's fine. Let's see where the level of the water is now. We're gonna dig this out a little bit so that the water isn't so high. The water is a bit high at the moment, but that's fine. We can just dig out a few tiles here, get the water down. And eventually that water will get down to underneath this tile right here, which is what I want. And then we can tile this fishbowl off. That way it doesn't leak polluted oxygen out here, which would be nice. Oh gosh. Oh, that's fine. I mean, yeah, we had a little spill, but, you know, it's okay. The spill is going back into where we want polluted water anyway, so it's not really a problem. We'll just clean that up and dig this out. Okay, that's exactly where I wanted this. We also have a problem in here where this freaking little polluted water is... Oh my gosh, it's putting polluted water into our thing. But the thing is, right, we have a system designed to work this. But if you look at our power grid, what the heck's going on? If you look at our power grid, like I said before, everything's on one circuit. So, well, I guess this circuit's okay. This circuit's okay because it's not drawing 1,000. But this circuit up here is terrible. So we're fixing that right now. Alright, so we got this water down here, which is great. So now what we want to do is we want to extend this over to here. And then we want to dig out a lot of this. A lot of this. Like that. I believe they can reach this. And then we can put a ladder here. And then dig out another layer. Like that. And then we'll put a ladder here. And then dig out another layer like that. Okay, so they're going to get to work on that. Getting all this done. We're going to get a little bit of algae, get some stuff, clean it up, all that great stuff. It's all going to fall down to the bottom. And then we can start sweeping some stuff like that. We'll put a few more boxes to make this process easier. Like so, like so, like so. Put a few deodorizers in here. Clean up the stinky air. And power that on the good circuit. The only good circuit we have in the entire base at the moment. Like that. Perfect. Cool. So they're going to work on that a little bit. Next step. Alright, I guess the question of the day is, how do I get these Pacus into this fish thing? I have a fish thing, right? Fish release. Releases trap Pacu back into the world. Can be used multiple times. Above the liquid to prevent released fish from suffocating. Now, I have this building. I'm gonna let him work while we talk about this. I have this building set to accept Pacus, right? Except for whenever I print Pacus out on this thing, they end up flopping down here. Okay. And then I say move the Pacu to this square. That doesn't work. If I say wrangle the Pacu, where is the Pacus at? Here. Cannot wrangle. I have no idea how to move the Pacu to the fish release. Tumbleweed, algae, fish release. I have no idea how to use this. Like, there. The fish is here. The fish needs to flop back down in here. Like, if I just remove this, it would work better. Because if I just remove this, then the fish would literally flop into the thing. So I have no idea how to use this thing. I don't know if it needs to be, like, in the water. Maybe it just needs to be in the water. Let's... Yeah, maybe if I just put it like this, maybe that's how it's supposed to work. I don't know. So if I move, yeah, I'm just gonna move them in here, and then that'll drop them in there. Yes. Okay, the other thing that we really need to do, like, immediately, is I messed up putting Stinky's skills in. I really screwed up with Stinky's skills. Stinky is way too stressed out right now. We could probably fix the stuff, but we're not at that point where I'm fixing it yet. We just have way too much stuff, and what he doesn't need is construction. And he definitely does not need demolition. Like that, we don't need to do that. So we need to scrub his thing. And the problem was, I was trying to scrub him, but this thing is on a bad circuit, so it's basically useless. So I gotta build an emergency skill scrubber and put Jay on that skill scrubber like immediately. And put this skill scrubber on the good circuit. Because he is not feeling good. As you can see, he is just vomiting everywhere and just causing a huge freaking mess. It is horrible. So we're gonna put him on the skill scrubber right now. Let's see. We need the wire. Be done. We'll just cancel these boxes for now. Because he's just going to go through at the base and he's just going to start vomiting polluted water just everywhere. So I really just want to put Stinky Stank into the skill scrubber and fix his skills like right now. Come on, Stinky. Where are you? Assign to J. Come on. Where is Stinky? He needs to get in that skill scrubber before he starts vomiting more. Come on, get in there, get in there. He's coming down. Okay, whew. Alright, so we're gonna reset his skills. Jay's out, Jay's out. Okay, sounds good. Okay, we don't want this in here no more. I don't think we need it right now, so we're just gonna deconstruct it. Okay, so skills. Jay. We gotta talk about skills, man. What happened to your morale? It's down. Okay. Should we wait for you to get morale before we start? Because here's what I want. I want him to do this, this, and this. And then I want him to have super hard digging as well. I'm not sure why his morale is down at the moment. Because it seemed like it was much higher before, right? Yeah. We want you... We want... Okay, we'll figure that out in a little bit. I think maybe his morale will recover in a bit. I think it's recovering. Yeah, we'll figure that in a little bit. Otherwise, we're just gonna keep digging this out and then start getting this power room running. Just taking a while to get everything done. So I put this fish thing down a little bit further, so it's actually inside the water. And I have set these guys to move, I believe. Unreachable move. See, now it's an unreachable move. So if I try to now wrangle these guys... Cannot wrangle. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to get the Pacu into... I don't know how to use that fish release. I gotta figure this out. I don't know. Anyway. For now, this is going to be Jay's skills for now. I did put him back on super hard digging because I want him out there digging. And then we have him on improved carrying and suit sustainability. Eventually, we're going to have strength when we can have just a little bit extra morale. Everybody else is really unskilled. I'm kind of tempted to put everybody else on improved carrying and improved strength like this if I can afford it. So like for instance, Amy here, I think it would be helpful for everybody just to get that. That's cheap for her to do. and then improved carrying, improved this, and then like that, and then a bunch of these need to be suit sustainability, and oh, well, massive is like the best one. That's because he has that private bedroom. Mia, I think everybody can. Mia doesn't need suit sustainability because she's a chef. Mr. Squeaky, yeah, we just put everybody on this. I think this is really important for everybody to have. Yeah, we'll put everybody will have better carrying capacity for now. I think that'll be very, very nice. Okay. So everybody's gonna go get their skills, and that way this whole base will just run so much faster. Alright, the next thing we need to do is insulate out these tiles. So I want to insulate this entire thing. So we're just gonna go ahead and insulate everything. Just like that. We might have to make another this ladder up here just so we can get up there, and I don't need every single one because I'm going to delete these ladders once we're done. So every other one is all we need. Like that, so they can get up here and get to the insulated tile job. And then, once we get this up, I can just clean this up just a little bit, and I can deconstruct this tile. Put this... Well, hold on. Time out. No, do not do that. Hold that. Hold that thought. Put a tile here first. Then we deconstruct those tiles. Okay. Whoa, that would have been a disaster. Holy crap. Oh, I get it. So, you have to have a fish trap to use this thing. I did not know that. Okay. So, we need the incubator anyway, so you might as well research, queue up animal control research. So we're going to do that. Meanwhile, we can't even use this building. So, until we get that done. So just deconstruct that, put that on 0, and then that flopping pacu will just flop right into the water. There we go. Cool. Almost done. Alright, another little side project I'm going to do is I'm going to put a hydro sensor here. And what I think this does is it... Let's see, let's read what it does. This one... Let him work. This one sends a green signal or redstone when liquid pressure enters the chosen range. So, I'm not sure if it matters where you put it, on top or bottom. But what we want to do is, whenever this thing gets a little bit full up, we want to shut it off. So, I know you can do that by just putting this here, but yeah, we'll just do it this way. It's gonna be fine. We're just gonna make a wire here, and then what we can do is we can send an automation wire like this and hook this up to this. Alright, and then once this gets to a certain pressure, and I gotta fiddle with it a little bit to make it work, it'll shut this off. And that way it'll kind of back up all this stuff, and then this can get filled up. Because what's going on down here is kind of like all of the off-shooting gas that we have or all the stuff that we have down here that's off-putting stuff, gas and nasty stuff, is kind of now active because this is too low. So we have to just manage how much stuff this puts out, how big this gets, and then just manage all this stuff. So that's going to help with that, if we can get this done. Otherwise, I got a ton of deodorizers in here trying to get the polluted oxygen out of here, and yeah, we have just slime everywhere. So what I should do is I should set this box to slime. Hold on. Slime here. Sweep only. Slime. Okay, and then we should just sweep everything, and then the slime will get put in that box. This box here, forget about it right now. There we go. Maybe just the slime will get in there. Okay, we're almost done with this, and then we can start working on the wires. Okay, so this seems like it's, so if I play with this, see how it stops, and it goes, and it stops, and it goes. I think this is like at 1,000 kilograms. Let's see where it's at right now. Right now it's at 1040. So if we, I just want to set it at what's that right now. So we're gonna maintain 1040 pressure in this tank. That way. Yeah, that way, this whole thing, that way this can refill up. That way this can refill up whenever this starts, Mount Stinky starts stinking up the place again, basically. Okay, so, they're still cleaning up this place. I really want to get the gas cleaned up in here as well, because, once we clean up the gas, because we're going to have to delete this door eventually. We're going to have to delete this door, because this heavy wet wire cannot go through this door. So we have to clean up the gas first. Okay, this is kind of a micro example of what I'm trying to talk about. Basically, I added so many of these that this circuit over here got overloaded. So what I had to do was I had to put one of these power transformers in, hook it up with the heavy wire on this side, and then put it with the light wire on this side. So now this all runs, and then we're going to repeat that process for the rest of the base as soon as we get all this oxygen cleaned up. Okay, as you can see, this room's looking really good. The only thing we need to do is make sure to sweep anything that's slime. So this is slime right here, slime right here. I believe that's algae, slime right here. You can see how the slime sitting on the ground is creating polluted oxygen, but once it creates polluted oxygen, the oxidizer takes it and sucks it up. And then this whole room is perfectly fine. Except for that we got slime in places. So we're trying to get the slime up. I'm just trying to grab the polluted oxygen emitters out of this room and put them into storage bins over here, and we have an oxidizer over here, because I don't want these oxidizers in here permanently. I really just want them to clean up the slime that we had in here in this room and get it out of here so that eventually these germs can just die. I really just need the germs to die in here, so when we come in here we don't get slime along through the base. And as you can see, the germs will slowly die in the oxygen as long as it's not polluted oxygen. So slime sweep. It's hard, it's really tough to see where all the slime is. But I have the slime going to this storage box, which I'm going to put as a 9, I believe. Yeah, this is just for slime. And we're going to put all the slime in there. And they'll also take some of the slime that's from the rest of the base and put it in there as well. and then mop it. And then we got the deodorizer. We'll probably add a few more of these down here to make sure that this slime stays, or the oxygen that's offshoots from this box gets deodorized. And then, okay, I think we have almost all the slime here. Sand, oxygen, and it's just really tough to see what is all here. I think we're good. Oh, we just have some polluted water to sweep up. Otherwise, something's off-putting right here, and I just can't figure out what it is. Let's see if we can just back up and see. I don't know. Anyway, I don't think we need... Now we can start deconstructing some of this stuff. We'll do those first. And then, actually, they can probably reach that from... Yeah, they can reach all that from there. So we don't need that anymore. We'll get this stuff cleaned up, get this room done, and then we'll finally be ready to bust in here and get this whole project finished. Okay, we're finally about done with that project. So, digging project is done, air is cleaned up. Now the next thing we want to do is pull the heavy watt wire across the bottom. Then we want to put these like this. And just have those like this, and we really need to get these ladders out of the way so that we can just pull these straight across like this. Now, what we want to do is we want to leave room. We leave one room of space for the bridge. So one room of space for the bridge. One room of space for the up bridge. Actually, no, we don't need to do that. We do not need to leave a space. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go like this. Like that. And each one of these will be a circuit. Each one of these will be a circuit. And if we go to power, and we go to wires, and we go to the bridge, we put them up like this. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to put a bridge here, and here, and here, and here, and here, 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 and that last one we're not going to use, so cancel that. So, I know it looks a little bit confusing, but now we can take these wires and move them wherever we want. So, actually, we're gonna, yeah, just connect this one, and connect this one, connect that, connect this, like that, like this, like this, like this, like this. Now we can move the wires anywhere we want on the base, and we can start connecting these circuits up to, let's say, this block, or something like that. That way, our entire base will actually have power and not be shorted out. So the first one that I think I want to do is probably move a circuit from here over to here, and then we'll make this a tile like that. And then we can deconstruct basically this connection. Basically right here. And that way this whole room can get powered. And then we can actually run deodorizers over here and get this all cleaned up. And then that will take care of our slime lung issues at the moment. We're having slime lung issues. And if I put deodorizers over here, it'll definitely help with taking care of the slime lung that's all the way over here so we can utilize this part of the base. And we'll solve all of our power problems. So we have some active circuits now working. So now we just have to connect up the rest of the base to circuits. So routing the wire is going to be a little bit tricky, but I think we can manage. I think we can manage it. We're going to go. So we need, let's say we wanted to power this block here. So we're going to run a wire like this, down here, across here, not like that at all. That's horrible. We're going to have to run it here. We'll put a bridge here, and then we'll run it down this tile, like this, and then we can run it through here and connect it up like that. The next one can run parallel like this, and we might have to dig some of this stuff out, which is fine. It'll get bridged here. Then the wire will come up. Let's see. So we got this circuit is going to be done. We want to deconstruct that. Okay, so this one here. What else do we want to do? We got this one. Now we got the next level, which is probably going to be all of this block here. So we want to run the wire like this, and then want to make a bridge like that. I know this is ugly, it's fine. Actually, we don't want to make a bridge there. We want to go like this, go like this. We want to connect this block right here. Okay. So cancel that. Come up here. Put a bridge like that. And then bring this one up like that. Put a bridge not like this. Wire bridge, cancel. Okay. Like that. And then we want to connect it like this. And then this is a little annoying. LO. A wire like this, and then we can deconstruct that circuit. Then we need probably to put a ladder like up here so they can actually reach this. So yeah, we're gonna need to dig. We're probably gonna need to honestly dig like most of this out so that we can put wires through here. Okay, so let's see how our circuits are looking now. Okay. I don't want to deconstruct this one because that'll turn our entire base off. We'll get some omelets. But Already we're looking much better. As you can see, cutting off some of the base is now making some of this stuff a little bit better. And once we figure out this wire situation, the next wire that we want to run was going to be this circuit here, which is circuit 3. That's going to come straight up here. That's going to be an easy one to run. And we want this one to tie into possibly maybe this row. That might be a lot for one circuit, but we could split it into 2 circuits if we need to. So we're just going to do that. And this one's connected to all this. So once this one's run, we can safely deconstruct this one and get this old power out of here. So we're going to do that in a little bit once all that gets done. So as you can see, this room is doing pretty good. It's doing pretty good. It's a little hot, but we have insulated tile here. So I think it's keeping the water safe. At least I hope it'll keep the water safe. I was going to run the water like straight up through the hot wires straight up through the water, but I don't know if the actual wires themselves will heat the water up. So I don't want to do that. The temperature of the water is kind of more being regulated by the Wheezewurts anyway. So that is something that we're getting done. Okay, so I deconstructed one of these. Can't remember which one it was, but this whole this plus all this was too much on one circuit, so I deconstructed that. And as you can see, sometimes this works because it's getting power from up here, but the power from up here is really, really bad. So we're gonna fix that, sort of. The reason why power up here is bad is because this doesn't run. So we need to fix some more wiring, and we're gonna run another line up here. We're gonna bridge this, and we need to run this circuit up to this one. So I built up some ladders here so they can actually get up here and build these things. Okay, so we're gonna run this one like that. We're gonna bridge over and bridge over this, then bridge over that. Oh, cancel. Bridge over that. Bridge over this one. And then power wire here to here to here. Not sure if they can reach that. You know what? I'll just bring it through the Stinky gas room and bring it right to there. And then we can deconstruct all of those wires. And then we can make this tile a tile instead of a thing. So this will get our electrolyzer back up and running, which will be fantastic because we actually need oxygen to breathe. Apparently, people tell me this. And we'll have to auto this one for a second. We'll have to get in there for a second so we can get that wire in there. Then we can lock it again. Okay, so that wire is going up. Okay, with power being run now, it's a good opportunity to go ahead and make sure that all of this over here is completely clean of stinky oxygen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and put some tiles here, some wires around the place, and oxygen or deodorizers, at least temporarily, around. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and try and clean up all this stinky gas that's over here, just like that. Yeah. Okay. Sweet. So, one of the main reasons why the dupes were really dying of slime lung was this room right here. Because as I said before, we're looking at our germ overlay. This is where all the slime lung is really hanging out. Really loves to hang out over here. And they were really getting sick from all this dang slime that was poking out in all these different little places. And now that we have the deodorizers in here, eventually all of this is going to die. We're going to clean up the slime and get the slime out of this area, and then eventually, whenever, of course, the oxygen is going to be in here and not slime, so the slime will die because it's in oxygen. And so everything here will eventually just die, and then we won't have any slime lung here. We cleaned up the slime. We're cleaning up the slime lung over here because this is oxygen, and then the rest of the base really doesn't have a lot of slime lung in it. Like there are places of polluted oxygen, and then if we just make more dust caps, we can like process this slime faster. So I was thinking about just adding a few more dust caps. You can dig here, and we can really get this slime lung sorted. Otherwise, most of the base is looking okay. It's just kind of like this room and all this stuff. So that's basically why I wanted to do this, was to kill the slime lung and also, you know, actually have power at the base. The next thing is, let's see, what another circuit that we just have too many things coming out on. This circuit right here has too many things on it. So I think the reason for that is we got this one, this one, this one, this, 240, 240, 120. We might need to bring another circuit through here to power the rest of this stuff, because this is just all just too much for this. It's like flashing yellow every once in a while. I'm trying to think, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? We want to bring this wire down here, bring it over here, bring it down. Jump that, bring it down. Jump that. I don't want to put it through the water. Actually, let's not do that. Let's... There's just so many things laying on top of each other. It's hard to, like, pipette something. Okay. Let's do it like this. Like that. We will deconstruct this wire. And then we can... we can run it... I'm just trying to avoid the water, is what I'm trying to avoid. We can run it like... let me think about this for a second. Okay, we're running this wire basically from up here, down here, across this bridge, down here, bridge this one, and then into this one. So this is going to be a separate circuit now. Except for it's not connected yet, and I want this one to specifically run... That's almost 500, 600, 700. I want this one to try to specifically run this, and we'll see if we can run this setup on one circuit, and we'll see how that runs whenever they finish all that stuff. A little side effect of everything that we're doing, we're pumping more oxygen to the base, which means that this room kind of filled up with oxygen by accident. So I'm going to put a cold generator in here temporarily to temporarily to just put carbon dioxide, fill this back up with carbon dioxide. As far as base goes, oh yeah, we could definitely use more iron. Still trying to work on this. I'm just trying to figure out what exactly the problem is with the power. Let's see. I think it's literally just this one. Yeah, it's like literally one thing. And probably need a vent. We'll put a gas pump in here with a filter and a gas pipe that will pump out oxygen out of here, and then vent the rest, I think, for temporary, and just put it up to this circuit for now. And I think that needs a wire to actually run. That might temporarily screw up our power for a little bit, but it'll get these dust caps full of carbon dioxide. Alright, we can't set that yet, so it's done. What are you doing? Idle. Just hanging out. Are you stuck? You're stuck. Oh my gosh, these dupes. Dupes are stuck. Deconstruct that. There we go. And this will be for oxygen. No, you know what? This is for carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide gets out there, and then basically everything else will get pumped out of this and just get gassed out here, like that. And this needs some power, which it does have. We'll have soon. Actually, it can be on its own grid because there's actually power in here. And then once that's done, then we can do that. Let's see. Trying to figure out how to get dupes up there. Oh, probably just a ladder, huh? Yeah, ladder right here. Okay, cancel, uproot that for now. Alright. Okay, so they'll be able to do that. And then this will all get sorted eventually. Meanwhile, aha, we got it running. Okay. So, power overlay. Very good. So this is all on one circuit, which is beautiful. Doesn't look like it's loading too much up. It's beautiful. So everything here, all of a sudden, everything is not blinking red, which is good. Which is great. We have all these coming over here. If we look at our oxygen overlay, it's looking pretty good. The germs are coming down. All the stinky gas is getting sucked up. We just have a little bit of stinky gas problems, like with some things that just need swept, I believe. And honestly, man, I think that's it really for power. So the power episodes has been, okay, this is putting out carbon dioxide. That's very nice. I just wish that this would turn on. Ventilation gas pipe. Oh yeah. Just need some gas pipe there. Alright, these are looking a little bit healthier, I think. And copy settings. And just make sure that all those are dust caps. There we go. So this one's putting out carbon dioxide, taking all the rest of it and moving it out. And that's looking much, much better in here. We'll just fill this with carbon dioxide, and then I'll probably have to put the door on top instead of the bottom. Or I'll fix this. We'll fix it eventually. We'll fix it eventually. And I'll have to make another entrance for this. Maybe I'll put the entrance over here. I don't know. But anyway, the power situation is now done. Power situation is better. Excellent. So now the next thing that we need to do is just take ladder, except for we're not going to do that ladder. We're going to do this ladder, and we want to make it out of igneous rock. And then now we can just go like this. Just dig out all this stuff. Like that for safety reasons, and we can finally get to the point where we're going down all the way, and by the way, we reached the end of this biome here. So now the only thing to do is go down, and dupes are out there without Atmos suit. That's wonderful. Okay, Amy, move back here, please. Okay. No, guys. This is like top priority. Like, stop it. Move. You guys are getting yourself killed. Come on. Come on. Amy. What are you doing? What are they doing? Literally, I told them. Lock this door. That's what I should have done. I should just lock the door. Just lock the door. Lock it. Come on, Stinky. Okay. You guys are literally trying to kill yourself. Stop it. Okay. Move to over here. Okay. Alright, so there we go. Okay, we got it. Then we don't need to lock this door anymore. We can put it back on auto. Okay. Okay. So actually we don't need these doors, but I have them here just because, yeah, so I can do that and lock things. So now that we're getting the base cleaned up of Slime Lung, which is, it's not 100% done yet, but it's almost getting done. Like, this is getting done. Slime Lung is coming out of here. They're going to be healthy, and then whenever they're healthy, they can actually dig this hole. Because if they're not healthy, they're going to come down here, they're going to be like, "Wah!" And then they're not going to dig. So now we can definitely, we're ready 100%, 1000% ready. Now I feel like the base is as stable as it can possibly be, and we're ready to get down here and see what is going on underneath us. So next episode we are actually going to start drilling for oil. That's what we're going to do, start drilling for oil. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. I am Jay Stank. This is the episode of Auction Not Included when we finally transition from early game to mid game on cycle 276. Oh man, cycle 276, and we're finally digging for oil. So have a great day guys, and stay safe out there. See you guys later.